Hey, good morning and happy Aloha Friday. Spring break is so close, I can almost taste it. My wife Jackie and I already have our tickets to Hawaii and getting ready to, get our COVID tests and everything that we need for that. We're really blessed in that we have friends who live in Hawaii. And so we go and take care of their dogs and house sit for them while they travel back to the mainland. And so we're really blessed in that regard. It's also an exciting time here at school in the sense that a lot of those seeds that we collected and planted in the fall are going to start to germinate. And it brings to mind a funny rule of thumb when it comes to native plants. And that is that when we plant things native to Indiana, it's kind of a long term project. They talk about it being a year to sleep, a year to creep, and then a year to leap. And I actually see that a lot in my students. A lot of times I'll see some sleepers out there that might not be fully engaged in what we're doing here at school. And then when we start planning for high school, they start to kind of creep along a little bit, starting to get a little bit more excited about that. And then as they get into the high school and those types of things, they really leap into that learning experience. I went through that a lot myself as a student. I didn't really do a lot in middle school. I struggled a lot in middle school. I kind of creeped into middle school. Creeped into high school. Kind of got by. The light came on for me about my sophomore junior year in high school, and then in my college and definitely postgraduate work, I really leaped in and embraced that education opportunities that were available to me. And so I wanted to mention that because I know this time of year, a lot of us really struggle with um, those kind of connections with students. Students are kind of tired and kind of over it. We get that eighth grade itis kind of thing going on where they're kind of over the middle school experience. And, we do everything we can here at the middle school to keep them engaged, those types of things. But, it's understandable. We got a couple sleepers out there. As far as what's happening this week in science, um, the end of the third 9 weeks was yesterday, and we're continuing to work on the unit on reproduction, and so we'll start going over. We've been going over mitosis. Next week we'll be going over meiosis and sexual reproduction and those types of things. I'm not going to be able to finish that before spring break, so there won't be any assessment or anything on that until we come back. When we come back, I will do quite a bit of review, and then that assessment will be within probably that first week, probably towards the end of that first week. We'll have to kind of see how we are when we come back. As far as in biology, we're finishing up evolution and through natural selection. I'm planning on giving that test on Wednesday of next week, and then that way that'll all be wrapped up before spring break. When we come back from spring break, we're going to really start ramping things up for the I Learn Biology end of course assessment. That comes from the state. I will put a link to those grade level specifications on there if that's something that you're interested in taking a look at, as far as what are the content standards that we're looking at for each of those types of questions, and what type of questions are going to be on that assessment. We are planning on that, so spending a lot of April doing some review, as well as moving a little bit more into ecology, finishing up that biology set of things. And so it'll be kind of a review slash ecology through April, and then May. We're looking at that first week or second week of May having the biology I learn on that. So if you have any additional questions, I will certainly give you more information through the month of April on that, but just kind of wanted to give you a heads up. So I will probably not do a weekly update next week on Friday, just because there's a lot of busyness going on there. So have a great spring break if you're able to travel anywhere. If you're not, the extended forecast looks like it's going to be really nice here, even in Indiana. So thank you so much for everything you do to support the learning that takes place in my classroom. As always, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me and we'll get that taken care of. Thank you so much.